It sunk in right after the ref pulled me off my opponent, man. I was happy to get the quick knockout, and Dana White was right in the sidelines checking it out. I saw his reaction; it was priceless, and just not not letting it get to my head or anything. Back to the drawing board, training hard today, and they gave me a 4-day leave of a 4-day mandatory non-training, but I'm just doing some light training, nothing crazy. So I'm happy to be out of the arena with no injuries and giving God the glory.
It's the knockout everyone's talking about, the knockout of the night, and it's the one that has Dana White saying, "Holy shit." How does it feel to be the guy that had the boss to say "holy shit" last night after your fight?
And yeah, he's my boss now, and I'm glad I'm able to impress him. That's what we all strive for. Going above and beyond what you're asked to do, and I'm able to, even when I was working as an engineer, my father always told me, go above and beyond of what your boss asks you to do. And I believe I did that last night, and I'm continue to work hard to have that result from here on out.
6-0 as a professional. You said you have a mandatory few days off. How quick? There's obviously no damage done. How quick do you want to get back in there and make your I guess second UFC fight now?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling motivated. Right back to the drawing board. I'm gonna be training at One Fight Team. Me and my coaches are gonna talk about, what we did good. There's not too much adjustments or things we need to work on this past fight, but there were some things I had to work on from my previous fight before this one. So just there's always room for improvement, always room to get better in the martial arts. Like Cub Swanson said, we're all students of the martial art, and that's how it's going to continue. Even if I'm 10 years, 15 years into the sport, doesn't mean I can't grow and get better.
You mentioned hometown of Vegas, but you're also the latest of line of Hawaiian fighters. Is there somebody you looked up to? Was there a fighter that you looked up to and modeled yourself after at any point?
Growing up, BJ Penn and Max Holloway were always guys I watched banging, and just showing a good warrior spirit. Vanderlei Silva, even though he was Brazilian, he just went in, rolling his knuckles, man, zoned in, and he brought in that, shoot box Muay Thai style. And when I got to Vegas, my friends were training at his gym, Bryce Beaver and Austin Raposo, and I just hopped in with them and started grinding. I didn't come in with any martial art background, didn't know how to throw a punch, didn't know how to throw a kick, didn't know how to sink in a submission, but I did have that hunger. I did have that competition in me. So once I got in the environment, I just kept grinding, kept testing myself, whether it be a jiu-jitsu tournament or a kickboxing smoker. And it just led into an amateur career in the martial arts. And then led into after college, I decided to take it a little more serious, go into professional MMA, and it just kept on coming. The success kept on coming, and I believe that was God saying, keep pursuing it, keep going for that passion, because it was a passion for me, even though it's scary in there, even though the nerves and the thoughts and the voices do come. You have to quiet the noise and do what you got to do, and that allows me to depend on God and just have a good personal growth through each fight.
I know we talk to Max about this all the time, about a potential UFC card in Hawaii. How cool would that be to be a part of that someday?
And let's go. We already got a handful of Hawaii fighters. There's another undefeated fighter. His name's slipping my mind. He's from Extreme Couture, 8-0. Man, he's a banger as well. We have enough fighters from Hawaii to have a Hawaii card. Let's set up some good fights and bring it to the Blaisdell, that would be great. I would love to fight in front of the Hawaii crowd. That would bring a great energy to it. I'm with it. I'm sure all the Hawaii fighters are with it as well. Let's make it happen, Dana.